Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to a stream on the channel today. Of course we're live for Oxford United versus Stevenage, a big 6-pointer in League One. How are you all doing? And welcome back to Goals Galore. If you're going to enjoy the stream, as always, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Just trying to get the game on for this one, a bit late starting, but there we go. The teams are above me if you missed it. Bit of a hectic start, but we're all ready for it. We are all ready. And hopefully you're all going to enjoy the stream. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. And yes, I had to play the music for a bit longer this evening, just to make sure I was ready. I was just running up the stairs with my my water this evening. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream, and hopefully you're all going to enjoy. So Oxford versus Stevenage, a big 6-pointer in League One playoff race. So it's currently Stevenage chasing Oxford. Oxford currently occupy the 6th place. They are 6 points ahead of Stevenage going into it with 2 games to go. So you feel a result today not only confirms Stevenage won't be able to make the playoffs, but it almost confirms Oxford will finish inside the playoffs, which is a big statement for them. Right. So it's going to be Stevenage to get us underway in there. It's like a pink trimmings, but like navy blue as well. And of course, Oxford in there, yellow and blue this evening. So Stevenage gets underway, kicking from left to right. And we're about to start the timer any second. There we go. We are underway here in Oxford for a huge game in the League One playoffs. Thank you everyone that has joined, and welcome to the stream. I do apologise for being a bit late this evening, but we're here now, and hopefully you enjoy. The last 2 League One streams have been incredible, so hopefully this one can follow suit as well. Let's have a look who we got in the chat. Callum's loving it, saying Cardiff get back everywhere they go. Welcome in Callum, welcome in Paul. How you doing? I'm really good, thanks Paul. Prediction: Oxford 1, Stevenage 2. As if Stevenage win, it'll help Lincoln out if they win tomorrow. Yeah, it would. It really would. The League One playoffs really are interesting. Of course, Blackpool is still involved in it as well, and Lincoln. So Stevenage really could help them sides out as well as themselves. But looks like they probably won't end up getting in the playoffs. Welcome in, Hull City Lover. Welcome to the stream and potentially the channel if this is your first stream of mine. And hopefully you enjoy. Good Paul. What's score prediction for Swans tomorrow? In the prediction video I said it would be 1-1 in that one. I came from Glimpse. Oh, nice. Glimpse is an absolute legend, and I did see his community post, so thank you very much for joining. Absolute legend. Hopefully you enjoy the content here. It was an early corner. God, I can't get my words out. It was an early free kick for Stevenage into a good area, but ended up going out for a goal kick. And this evening there's quite a few names on the Oxford team sheet that we used to see it in the Championship, likes of Mark Harris, Kieran Brown, of course, ex-Cardiff players, and of course there's a few more. We'll go on to them throughout the evening. But Karen Brannigan has, of course, been at Oxford United now for a long time. It seems like he's always linked with the Championship move to step up, but never actually gets it. Finn Stevens, of course, on loan from Brentford. He was on loan at Swansea last season as well. Good player, Wales international as well. And I think Josh Murphy on the wing as well this evening. So there's quite a lot of recognisable names in this Oxford team. And you'd have to say that if they do get promoted to the Championship, they're one of the teams that are probably better equipped from the squads they've already got. They've already got quite a lot of Championship experience already in that squad. Which of course is awesome when you're trying to get promoted. Welcome in Daniela, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining as always. Legends, all of you. And if you haven't already, let me know your score predictions in the chat. I haven't given mine yet. For me this evening, I think Oxford will win because of course Stevenage have lost Steve Evans, of course. He's gone to Rotherham, he's departed. So an interim manager now, the caretaker boss, is in charge for the end of the season for Stevenage, and a big summer ahead after promotion from League 2 last year. In this one though, I do think Stevenage will make it tricky for them. I'd like to see Stevenage win to make it interesting for the other sides, but I do think Oxford will get a 3-1 victory here this evening at the Kassam Stadium. It's a stadium, of course, 3 stands only, the one behind the goal that Oxford are attacking in the first half. It's just a car park, no stand behind it. I actually really like this stadium because it's so unique. Of course, these days you're always used to seeing big bowl stadiums or like Nottingham Forest Stadium, but you always see 4 stands. You never really see a 3-stand stadium, which is why I really like the Kassam Stadium. And it's cleared away by Stevenage. Up to the halfway line. Elliot List flicks it on, and here's Hemmings, edge of the penalty area. Stevenage started the better of the 2 sides, it has to be said here. But in the midfield again, it's Oxford who pick their pockets. Not too bad, thanks. Good to hear, Paul. Good to hear. Jembo, welcome in. I think Oxford will win 2-0. Ooh, nice. Definitely see that happening. Definitely see that happening. And Hull City Lovers gone. Oxford to win 2-1. Ooh, okay. So a lot of people back in Oxford this evening to get the win, which is very interesting. And personally, I can see that happening because a win all but confirms their playoff finish. It can be confirmed tomorrow if Blackpool and Lincoln lose, of course. And it's really fascinating because this is the final, well, the penultimate weekend of League One football. Of course, next Saturday the season ends, and then they go into the playoff, of course, after that. So League One finishing quite early this season compared to the Championship, and League Two must be finishing soon as well. Then, right, got just a intrusive thought there. Long trying to get it out from the back, and so far I got to be honest, Stevenage look up for this with the interim manager. They do. They are quite lively in the opening stages. Long diagonal ball, and this one being picked for Sky Sports this evening as well, which are very rare for League One football, of course. I think the last one for that was a Friday night game between Derby and Portsmouth, the last Sky Sports League One game. I wish they got more attention and League Two, because it's such an incredible League One. It's just like the Championship. Some say it's better. I can't agree with that one. It's a great league though, 100%. Here's Long. Oxford on the ball here, and this season there's only 4 teams above them in the league that have kept out less goals than Oxford this season. A well-run club, and of course Stevenage, they've won 1 of the last 10 games. So Steve Evans going, maybe a blessing in disguise. I know a lot of their fans were a big fan of him with the job he's done this season, of course getting them promoted last season. And as for Oxford, it's only 4 wins in their last 10 as well. So both sides not really on the greatest form. Of course Stevenage relegation form, just 1 win in their last 10, but they're trying to freshen up here this evening, and of course with a new man in charge, they'll hope to turn that around going into next season. Hull City Lower Bolton will win the playoffs for me. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I think I'd like to see Peterborough go up again. I'm not too fussed on Barnsley. And then who else is there? Bolton, and whoever finishes 6th. I'd like to see Bolton come back up. Derby and Portsmouth, I think that'd be awesome. Just because of the away days we can do next season then. But Oxford, they'd be great to see them in the Championship. And then Peterborough as well, they've been in it quite recently. And they've always got new players upcoming. Of course, Ivan Toney, Sammy Smodjic, and that's an awful pass there from Kieran Brown. The Oxford centre-back was just passing it round, and under no pressure at all, he's just gifted Stevenage are thrown in a good area here on the right-hand side. And Smith to take for Stevenage, the right back. Of course, Elliot List on the bench this evening for Stevenage. And the throw-in goes in. Poor pass there. Poor pass. And another throw-in this time to the hosts. Let me just make sure I've got that right. He's on the bench, isn't he? The attackers have got Hemmings and Reed. Yeah, so List is on the bench, God. Good evening, Tristan. 5 nights in a row. You are brave. Yeah. Well, we're going to probably go for 7, I think. Tomorrow we've got a few streams, and then Sunday. I don't know, could have a rest Sunday, but there is some big games on. It's business end of the season, which is why it's so exciting. If this was just mid-season, I probably won't be going as strong as we are, but of course, business end of the season, everyone's interested to see what's going to happen, including myself, and you absolutely love it in all the leagues, of course. 11 legends in here. Thank you all very much for joining on this Friday night now. It's really rare we don't get any Premier League, any Championship action on a Friday night, and just League One. So yeah, incredible. And thank you all very much for joining me here this evening. If you do go on to enjoy the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, completely free to do. And we have 4 ways you can see above me from 1,760. If you've not already subscribed, you're missing out. You're missing out. Got so much planned for the end of the seasons, the Euros, and potentially, I was talking about the other week, merch, hopefully on the way soon. It's all getting exciting here on Goals Galore. Potentially merch soon, and it sounds very surreal saying that. What's for tea tonight? Chicken and chips, mate. Chicken and chips after the stream. So can't wait for that. League 1 and 2 are underrated leagues. They are, mate. They are. Good ball knowledge there. Cracking leagues. I mean, even the National League and National League South are good leagues as well. So free kick to Oxfordshire. The game's sort of taking its time to build up, and it's Oxfordshire on the ball on the left hand side. Here's Lee back to Kieran Brown inside their own half here, and Stevenage out of possession in a 4-5-2 formation or 4-3-3. It's quite difficult to tell. It's like on the angle. We'll say a 4-5-3, a 4-5-2. Sorry, God, be incredible if I could count and speak. But it's just Oxford now settling down with a bit of possession. It was going to be a big topic this evening. Who's going to dominate the possession? Because both sides' average possession this season has been very equal. Neither side tend to dominate the possession in their games. So it's going to be interesting to see who does get the lion's share of possession this evening. Welcome to the stream, Dam. Welcome in. Nexus Ghost, Joe as well. Who's supporting, mate? I'm a neutral going into this one, just purely for the love of it. But for a prediction, I did go 3-1 Oxford, so I can see him getting the win. But Stevenage, so far, the better of the two sides, has to be said. Welcome to the stream and to the channel, everyone. Chelsea. We used to have Premier League football on a Friday. Yeah. It's just end of the season now. They're not putting it on. Anyway, Stevenage up towards Reed, and that one come from nothing. But they've brought the ball down here, and they're going to have a bit of possession now. At the back between Van Kooten. A very good player, of course, made the step up from League 2 with Stevenage last season. I always thought he was a standout player, and making the step up really well here. And into midfield, where they go onto the right hand side. Here's Smith bombing down the right hand side, but really good recovery by Josh Murphy. Really good recovery there from the Oxford 23. But gifting possession straight back to the visitors here, Stevenage. In midfield with it, and Van Kooten on this right hand side. I really do like the Oxford home kit. Really smart kit. Yellow, traditional for them. There's not much you can do with a home kit, but of course recently some teams, they don't make them look good. But yeah, it's really nice home kit, I'd have to say, for Oxford. Do let me know your thoughts in the chat on the Oxford's home kit. Stevenage away kit is quite random. I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but it's unique. It's definitely unique. Kieran Brown across the long, and Oxford just go long towards Mark Harris, making a darting run through the centre. Harris into the penalty area. Here's Ruben Rodriguez. Into the box it goes. Nothing comes on that. And Brannigan, edge of the box, picks up the ball. Here's Lee. Good position here for Oxford. First real attack of the game for the host. Brannigan finds Stevens. And working it to the right hand side where he finds Rodriguez. Here they are, Oxford. And almost every Stevenage player behind the ball here. Yellow shirts are piling forward. Edge of the box. Rodriguez shot, and first of the game into the gloves of the Stevenage keeper. And you're having a laugh if you think I'm going to try and say his name. No chance at all. But first shot of the game for Oxford. Edge of the box. And nice passage of play. Good that they've got a shot off the end of it, because of course we see so many teams just waste that opportunity. But yeah, at the end of your moves, get a shot away. It's always good. And it was nice build up as well. Out from the back, they put the pressure on. The wing backs coming forward as well. Lovely to see. And nice progressive play there from Oxford. And here they go again. Long ball over to the right hand side. Gets there, and it's a really poor cross, but I was deflected out. Corner kick to Oxford. They're piling on the pressure here at the Kassam Stadium. Lovely bit of play on the right hand side. Lovely vision to pick the pass as well. I think it was Murphy switching it from left to right. What a ball that is. Just enough on it, and as a result, Oxford win the corner on the far side. It's getting exciting here for the hosts at the Kassam Stadium. And in front of the car park stand. Of course, no stand there, but we were just saying a few moments ago how unique the Kassam Stadium is because of the free stands in the stadium. Ball into the box, and have to settle for a throw in here, Oxford. Firestream, cheers Nexus, glad you're enjoying it, mate. Dam says Stevenage win this 2-0. A lot of people going for Stevenage. I like channels like you who do lower league teams. Thank you very much, Hull City lover. Yeah, to be honest, I just love football, and whenever I've spare time I'll watch it. So if I stream at the same time, entertain you guys as well, and hopefully you're all going to enjoy it. So I appreciate the kind words, and hopefully you continue to enjoy the channel, mate. Thank you very much for the kind words. I'm going to my local tomorrow. What's your local? Go on, Tristan, say the goalkeeper for Stevenage. I will, for some time in this game, I'll try give it a go. But I was putting the lineups in earlier, I was typing them in, and I was thinking to myself, how on earth has... Like, it's just like these teams want me to get made fun of for pronouncing the names. Like, it's not fun. Ogilvy, I've now sort of mastered. The 18 for Portsmouth, Shaughnessy. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure that's how you say it, because whenever I get a name wrong, I have to like learn it off by heart. So them two are gonna live with me rent free now for the rest of my life, especially Ogilvy. But back to the game a second. Advantage Oxford as they come over the halfway line with Lee on the left hand side at left back, and as a result, they don't really take advantage of the advantage, and ball back with Kieran Brown. Out from centre back. Here's a lovely ball from the Oxford 8. Van Kooten struggling to get away, gives it straight to Murphy. And that's gone out for a corner ball. Oxford's piling the pressure on here, they really are. Really nice play. And it was Mark Harris in the end to win the corner. Completely forgot the Oxford number 8's name then. Brannigan. Talking about names. Swansea news. Leighton James sadly passed away. Oh no. That's not all I wanted to hear tonight. Rest in peace, Leighton James. Welcome in, Jamie. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? Thank you for joining again. Absolute legend. Hopefully you had a good shift yesterday at work, and legend for joining during work. Ball into the far post for Oxford. Doesn't come to anything. Just past the far post though. 15 legends in here. Absolute legends. Absolute legend. Thank you all for joining this evening. And as always, if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. How you doing? Yeah, really good, mate. Really good. On Fridays is my day off from college, so you know, time to chill. Been to the gym, just really chilled. Finally played a bit of FIFA today, and I watched an MGH video earlier. We went back to FIFA 15, which was actually class. To think of it, in September that's going to be 10 years old. Always love videos like that, throwbacks. Anyway, Brannigan, edge of the box here. Mark Harris, frustrated he can't get the ball, but Stevenage can't clear their lines, only as far as midway through their own half, and Finn Stevens on the right hand side here for Oxford. Ruben Rodriguez shields the ball, goes down. Yellow shirts want a free kick, but referee shakes his head and disagrees here, and Long is forced back to the keeper. Ripley and James. Cobbler. I'm confused there. Dan, please do explain. Maybe I've missed something. Hi, sorry I'm late for the stream. I'm Ripley and James. Welcome to the stream, Oscar. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Do let us know how your Friday's been. But in this one, it was a good start for Stevenage in the opening stages, but since then it really has been Oxford taking the game to Stevenage, and have definitely been the better side in the latter stages up to this point. They really are starting to pile the pressure on Stevenage, who of course go into this 6 points below Oxford, needing a result to keep alive their slim hopes of finishing in the top 6 this season in League One, while a win for Oxford this evening all but confirms that they will be finishing in the top 6 this season in League One, which will be incredible, because it seems that Oxford, for me as an outsider, I like to keep an eye on nickname. Oh, Cobblers. I don't know who they are. Cobblers. They sound familiar. It's a lower league side. Cobblers. Who are they? I'm currently looking through. Who on earth are they? Cobblers. It sounds so familiar. That's not Morecambe. Cobblers. Who on earth are the Cobblers? Someone help me out, yeah. That's genuinely annoying, because I swear I've heard of them before, definitely, but can't put a name to a face there. Cobblers. Who on earth are the Cobblers? I'm looking in League 2 now. Something told me it's not Gillingham. Not got a clue there, mate. Not got a clue. And back to the stream and back to the game. It's Murphy on the left-hand side. League 1. Free kick to Oxford, edge of the penalty box. And Van Kooten is shaking his head at the referee there. He's not happy that he's given that one. Northampton. It's because of, what's that hashtag player that went to Northampton? What's the hashtag player? That's where I've heard it from. Because every time I watch hashtag United now, can't go like a video without them mentioning Scott Pollock, of course. And he went to, of course, to Northampton, didn't he? There we go. But okay, Northampton. Who have they got tomorrow? Let's have a quick look before this free kick goes on. Northampton have got. I want to know what game I'm going to see. Northampton have got Exeter. Okay, Exeter, really good side, Exeter. Really do like Exeter. Good place as well. So enjoy that one, mate. Enjoy that one. Anyway, back to the game. It's a free kick for Oxford in front of the car park stand. Taken short from the corner where the free kick was awarded. Brannigan now to Murphy. Standing still. Yellow shirts in the middle, waiting for a ball into the box. Here's Brannigan. Back to Murphy again. Murphy. Nice little run to the edge of the box. Goes for a shot. Blocked. Stevenage. Ball back out to Hemmings here. He's slipping and sliding on the Kassam Stadium turf. And ball going away to Rodriguez. Edge of the box. Curling shot. Just can't get his foot round it enough. And that one goes out for a goal kick. But Stevenage gifting possession away there to Oxford at the edge of their own penalty area. Really risky stuff. Incredible press there from Cameron Brannigan to win the ball back, and has to hit the target from there. You have to hit the target from there. I'm sorry, but yeah, you have to. Have to. Hit the target from the edge of the box. You know, there was no one in between them. You've got to get on target. And the only yellow card of the game so far has gone to Terence Van Kooten of Stevenage. I must have missed that one as well. And at the other end, it's, oh God, Oxford making a meal of it at the back, and they give possession here to Stevenage by the byline. Ball in towards the penalty area, claimed by Jamie Cummings, of course. Played with MK Dons last year, the Chelsea loanee. Really good goalkeeper, safe pair of hands, especially at the level they are, League One. Really good goalkeeper at that level. I'd be interested to see if next season he can get a championship loan, because he spent, what was it, 2 seasons at MK Dons on loan, back to back, and this year, different opportunity at Oxford. Of course, got relegated last year with MK Dons, Jamie Cumming, but solid goalkeeper, especially at League One as well. So Kieran Brown on the ball here for Oxford. And I'm just trying to refresh my mind of some of the players on the pitch, because I'm not too up to date with League One. Got the likes of Harvey White, Thompson, Freeman, Roberts in the midfield. That's why I've been trying to guess their names from Stevenage so far. I know I've got the teams above me. It's just sometimes my luck is that as soon as I look up there, they'll be doing the substitutes. 2 PM kickoff. Enjoy that one, mate. Enjoy it. 12 likes, absolute legends. Thank you all so much. And let me check, while there's a break in play, what the poll's saying. Who's gone for who to win. So 15 people have voted. If you haven't already voted, be sure to in the chat. Oxford United win, 80% of people saying that. A draw, 7%. And a Stevenage win, 13%. Okay. So a few people reckon that Oxford will slip up this evening. However, the majority going for Oxford to get the dub and the 3 points in this huge game. At half time, we're going to have a look at everything to look forward to this weekend, from Premier League all the way down to League 2 and the National League, because their seasons are wrapping up soon as well. Appeals for a penalty for Oxford. It was Marcus Brown that went down. A lovely ball played through to him from Ruben Rodriguez. The keeper come out. No chance of my saying it yet. Sometime in the second half, I'll give the Stevenage keeper's name a go. Could go horribly wrong, that. Could go horribly wrong. But yeah, no penalty given anyway. And it's still 0-0 here. We've played 25 minutes. Where's the time going? It's going so fast. Here's Lee on the left-hand side. Finds Murphy. 23 on his back. Loses possession really easily there. And Stevenage with the advantage. Hemmings making a run. Ball carried through the thirds. And Smith getting involved on this right-hand side. Up from right back. Really good player so far. Loving to get forward. Smith. And he wins the ball back here for Stevenage into the midfield with Harvey White. Here's Roberts driving across the left. And here they go now. Only backwards. And by the time they're starting to put the pressure on, all the yellow shirts are back defending. But they find a way through to the midfield once again with Roberts out to the left hand side this time. Back to White inside. Bit of space to drive into. But they go back to Van Koosen now. First real spell of the game that Stevenage have had on the ball. Lovely bit of play. Smith into the box it goes, and offside flag goes up. But first real nice passage of play, that one for Stevenage, and showing Oxford that they're not here just to show up. They're going to make it difficult for them this evening. Hull got Watford away tomorrow. Yeah, tough game for both teams. Tough game. Best of luck though to Hull. And it's time for a quick water break here. Here's Lee on the left hand side for Oxford. Goes back to Kieran Brown. Slowing the game down here, Oxford. But they've definitely got the quality in the final third to hurt Stevenage this evening. Brannigan got so many goal involvements this season. Really is a top player. And I was talking about it earlier. I'm pretty sure it was in this stream anyway. God, memory's awful. But quality player, and definitely could make the step up. You know, he's been in League One a lot of years now with Oxford. Seems like forever, but if they do not go up this season, you'd have to feel like a Championship club's going to take advantage of Brannigan. You know, he's almost in his 30s these days, but a quality performer every single year in League One, and I wouldn't be surprised if a Championship team picked him up. Wouldn't even mind my team Swansea picking him up. Really good player, and of course, from a dead dead ball situation, can also strike a ball really cleanly. Cameron Brannigan. Score predictions for Hull game. Bristol City or Bristol Rovers. Oh, that's a big question. That one. That is a big question. Almost half an hour played here at the Kazam Stadium. 12 legends in the stream. Thank you all very much for joining. As always, so much content to bring you in the run-in to the season, and we really are running out of games now. League games, that is. As Harvey White quickly goes down for Stevenage. He's going to receive a bit of treatment. It's a break-in play. And Paul, of course, saying Bristol City. Can you imagine if there was a typo there and you said Bristol Rovers? He would have never forgiven his keyboard. Throw in on the left-hand side for Stevenage. Play back underway, and Harvey White is all good. To the delight of the Stevenage fans. Ball out to the right. Smith finds Roberts in an advanced role here. He goes backwards to Van Kooten. And so tomorrow's stream, I'm thinking of doing two. We've got the lunchtime kickoff Leicester West Brom at 12:30, and we've got a 5:15 kickoff for QPR versus Preston. So as it stands, I plan on doing both. But of course, we've got an FA Cup game on tomorrow. But I'll probably watch that as we're doing the QPR game. Paul, who's you support? He's a Bristol City fan. Bristol City fan. He absolutely loves them. Absolutely loves them. And he's a fantastic moderator as well on the channel. Absolute legend. But it was Long there, heading the ball behind for a Stevenage corner. And Stevenage, they've got 18 set-piece goals this season. Only Peterborough and Derby have scored more from set-pieces this season in League One. Definitely a threat. In the ball goes. And Cumming gets a glove on it. But danger not cleared. And got the far post now on the far side of the pitch. In that corner. Yellow shirts surrounding the pink and navy, and they've worked it really well here. Stevenage into the penalty area by the byline, and it goes. It's in. It's in. It's deflected in. Stevenage take the lead here. It's gone in at the near post. I think it's gone down as an own goal. Stevenage are here to spoil the party and stop the Oxford United fans from dreaming of a playoff finish this season. Stevenage are saying, no, we're still in this as well. It's not just all for you. We're here to spoil the party. And they get the opening goal. Have to say, against the run of play, it's not been incredibly dominant from Oxford, but they really have started to take the game to Stevenage. But from a set piece, ball runs over to the far side. A lovely bit of play. They draw the Oxford shirts out. No one's willing to come back and help out. Ball into the box, and I think that is an own goal. It's either an own goal or Hemmings has put it into the back of the net. Let's just have another look at this. Harvey White doing an incredible bit of work there. Keeps it alive. Down the line it goes. Roberts into the penalty area, and that's an own goal. Even appeals for a handball for that one. Oh, wow. And Jamie Cumming beat at his near post, and Oxford have it all to do here at the Kazam Stadium. Trailing 1-0. They've had the better of the chances. I think that's the first shot on target that Stevenage have had in the game. Wow. So as it stands, 45 games played for Stevenage, 45 games played for Oxford. 3 points separate them. Stevenage starting to dream again of a playoff finish this season in League One. Of course, Steve Evans leaving them. A big point in the season, but he obviously thought that he'd obviously given up hope of finishing in the playoffs. But this Stevenage side haven't, and they're going to keep going right to the end until it's impossible to make the playoffs. But really helping out Lincoln and Blackpool here as well are Stevenage for tomorrow as well. But if they all slip up as well, they go to the final day playoff drama. Imagine that. Gas over City. We have Norwich tomorrow. Hopefully we turn them over as seen to do better against better teams than what teams we should be beating. We should against. Yeah, that's the thing with Bristol City. That is the thing with Bristol City. They always do that. And maybe tomorrow yet again. But free kick here for Oxford. Brannigan to take it. Good good position to get a ball into the box. In it goes towards the back post. Brown was waiting, but didn't come to in the end, Van Kooten heads it away, but only as far as Brown. A bit of head tennis, but Stevenage go all the way back to the keeper there, and he collects with ease. Well, Stevenage getting the breakthrough. Who'd have thought of that then? Who'd have thought of that? Just some thoughts on Lincoln recently. Well, they've had really this season they've really gone unnoticed onto their playoff charge in this calendar year, haven't they? But to be honest, I hope they go up. I really do. I'd love to see Lincoln in the Championship. Be awesome to see. Of course, they helped with Brendan Johnson's development. Another player I'm missing, you'll probably know who I'm on about. Not coming to my mind now. He was on loan there. He was on loan at Lincoln. They had Brendan Johnson. I think it was either the season after or the same season as Brendan Johnson. They had another player on loan, and they were unlucky not to go up that season as well, Lincoln. But top club, and defensively this season they've been awesome as well. So that's really has been the foundation for Lincoln this season, and I'd like to see them in the Championship. I'd like to see a lot of teams in the Championship. If we could sort of like make a makeover, they definitely would be one of the teams I'd like to be in there. But throw in to Stevenage on the far side here. Of course, getting the breakthrough from one set piece. Can they undo Oxford United by another? Ball into the box. It's gone all the way through to the back post. Hemmings keeps it alive. And in the end, back out to Van Kooten, who floats one back in. Lovely ball across, but Marcus Brown denies that going any further over, and out for a Stevenage throw in the corner. 16 legends in here, absolute legends. Thanks so much for joining. If you haven't already, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. So much content coming your way. If you're a football lover like myself, you're at the right channel. You found the right channel here. Throw in for Stevenage in the corner, and it goes. I'll catch up with the chat in just 1 second. Just wait to see what this play comes to. Throwing come to nothing, but Stevenage still have the ball. Back to the halfway line as they work it across the left hand side. Welcome in, Aaron. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? Thank you for joining back yet again. Unreal support. You seem to be here all the time, Aaron. Proper legend. Thank you for your support. I want Oxford to win for Jack Ward. Yes, his podcast is unreal. I really do like his podcast. Hopefully I'm thinking about the same guy. It is Jack Ward, isn't it? Sounds familiar. His podcast, if it is him, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Great content creator. Happy we squeezed 4 points out of them this season before they were cut. Yeah, fair enough, mate. But yeah, absolutely. And Swans played Northampton in the Carabao Cup, didn't we? It was a decent game, to be fair. I think that was the game you guys lined up with like 6 defenders, or was that Morecambe? It was one of them, and that's where I heard Cobblers from as well, because Swans played the Cobblers this season, of course. I want Lincoln to go up because it will be a nice away day. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It would be. I'm really happy that Portsmouth have gone up. I really want to do that with next season. I keep on banging on about it. Derby would be a decent away day to Pride Park, and we could have a Midlands derby next season, East Midlands derby if Forest come down. But Oxford to the byline with Brown, goes back to Finn Stevens, the Welsh international, pulls it back again for Brown, creating a nice bit of space. Lovely movement on the left hand side, and ball fired over the bar there from Murphy in the end. And he's switched sides there. Josh Murphy started the game on the left, and now he's moved over to the right hand side. If Lincoln win tomorrow, they have Portsmouth at home next Saturday. Ooh, but I say ooh, they've already won promotion, and they've already won the league. They've already won the league as well, so could do a Chesterfield, and as soon as you get promoted, completely slip off. Just wait till next season. That could happen, of course. Could happen. Who you support? No, you probably guessed Swansea City. You might be able to tell in the other way, the flag in the background as well. And here we go. It's Oxford United on the ball here on the right hand side. Now they move on to the left. Really testing me this evening, aren't they? Into the box. Brannigan. God, it's been a long day, people. Need a sip of water. Been a long day. In my opinion, Bolton, Pompey, Lincoln go up. Oh, okay. So Derby's completely bottle it. It's very interesting take, mate. Very interesting. Because a lot of people now I've been speaking to about League One, they're all saying that it's done. The top two's done now. With Portsmouth's promotion confirmed, they're saying that Derby will win promotion now. What do they need? One win? Is it one win now Derby needs? I'll check at half time. We're almost there, to be honest, at half time. Stevenage leading here at the Kassam Stadium to try and spoil the promotion party and cut the gap from 6 points to 3. But Oxford are not willing to let it go easy, and they're on the attack here in the penalty area. Harris header goes wide. Well, they're starting to get into the positions they were earlier on in the game before Stevenage got the breakthrough. Oxford's getting into the positions. They just can't quite seem to get the ball in the back of the net at the moment. It ain't done. Ain't done. We'll have a detailed look at it at half time and who everyone's got next weekend as well. Because really interesting to see. Goal kick to Stevenage. Down the line it goes towards Hemmings, and edge of the box here. Hemmings, he's just about lost out to Kieran Brown. He would have been in there. Hemmings out to the left hand side this time, and Marcus Brown and Murphy have switched sides here for Oxford. So Brown now on the left to cut inside on that right foot. Oxford manager obviously thinks that's going to be more effective so far. They do like to get the ball onto the wings, don't they? They love their wing play, and then to get a ball in the box or play it around the edge. Stevenage so far have defended their box really well. And they've got a free kick here. Floated in towards the Oxford penalty area, and it goes and cleared away, and Oxford are in a hurry here. Urgency on the counter-attack. Brown. Rodriguez. Long ball over the top for Harris to chase, and there's a really close moment there where the Stevenage goalkeeper come right to the edge of his area. I thought he was going to get chipped there, but it looked like Harris pulled out last second. That's gone out of play for an Oxford United throw-in front of the managers in the technical area. What a ball, by the way, over the top from Ruben Rodriguez. It was Harris chasing. Just can't get on the end of it yet for Oxford United. There's a 3-point gap. Oh, okay. Derby Carlisle final game. Bolton Posh. Oh, okay. That is Derby Carlisle. We expect Derby to win that one, but then Bolton Posh is a big game for both sides because now there's a big say on the playoffs, who of course will order for the semi-finals. Big say. And then Bolton, of course, trying to still get automatic promotion, but they did slip up against Shrewsbury midweek, didn't they? They did slip up 2-2 in that one. Ball flicked on towards Hemmings, and Oxford win the ball back. 17 legends in you. Welcome all in. 2 goals galore, and welcome to the stream this evening. Hopefully you'll have a fantastic Friday evening, and even better now that you've joined the stream. Do let us know your thoughts on the game so far, and if you are new to the channel, please do consider dropping a like and subscribing. Always welcome here, no matter what team you support. We cover quite a lot of football content here on the channel, where everyone is welcome. And be sure to vote in the poll in the chat of what the outcome's going to be in this one. So far, Stevenage winning, but Oxford, of course, they oppose their own quality and their own threat going forward. So the game's certainly not over in this playoff 6-pointer. Out to the right hand side where Murphy charges. He's got Finn Stevens on the overlap. Cuts inside though into a centre midfield position. Here's Lee charging onto it. Marcus Brown on the left hand side beats Smith for pace, and Van Kooten, proper Brexit there style. Get rid straight into the stands. But they have another ball ready to play on here. Of course, balls on cones these days to get the game flowing a lot quicker. This is the first season they've started doing it again, haven't it? Wasn't it? Because I remember Swans did it in the Premier League. We always used to have balls on cones beside the pitch to get the ball back in play quicker. Oxford on the attack in the penalty area now. Brown back to Lee. Play goes down. Free kick. Oxford, really good position this for a shot, and it was Murphy. I was getting a bit confused there because he's been on the left to start with, over to the right, and now back on the left hand side. I don't know where he's playing, to be honest. He's absolutely everywhere, Josh Murphy. But free kick here for Oxford, the yellow shirts, edge of the box, just as you look at the penalty area, it's to the left in the corner, and Brannigan, the Oxford skipper, is lining this one up, as well as Marcus Brown. What a time it would be in the game to find an equaliser here for the hosts. Stevenage lining up their wall. I think this would probably suit a right footer. From the left hand side, it would suit a right footer up and over the wall. We've seen Brannigan, of course, score lots of goals in his career. Quite a lot from free kicks as well. So I won't be too surprised if he could deliver here. But it's a huge moment, a pressure moment, and Brannigan. Quite a long run up actually for a free kick. Brown leaves it, but he's still involved. Brannigan from the free kick, and it goes. Oh, he went keeper's side. What a save. Well, it would have been so easy to go up and over the wall there, but goes keeper's side. It's a well driven free kick through the crowd. Very central all the way, but keeper does terrific to palm that one out of play for the corner. Lovely thinking from Cameron Brannigan. Ball flicked in from the corner. Oh, how's they not scored? Marcus Brown. Huge opportunity there to make it 1-1. Huge opportunity. Ball coming from the corner. Driven low. Brown doesn't realise how much time he's got. No one's marking him. He's lost his marker there. And he's got the whole goal to aim at there. Brown has to go back across the face of goal. Really poor miss. There's 1 minute added on to the end of the first half here at the Kassam Stadium, and in fact we've already played it. So half time in this one. That was a huge opportunity for Oxford to go level, and fingers crossed for them. They're not going to be regretting that one come the full time whistle. Time to stop the timer and time to have a look at half time at the stats and what's going to happen this weekend. Let's change this ready for the second half to that, and let's catch up with the chat quickly. Welcome everyone who has joined, absolute legends. So we've got my friend's calling Hull mid when he's a Glory supporter. Don't listen to him, mate. This weekend is massive derby, Cambridge, Bolton, Port Vale, but Cambridge is hard to score against. Yeah, Gary Monk's side, of course. Ryan Bennett at the back there, really good side, Cambridge. Well, not really good side, but they've been solid recently, haven't they? Welcome in, Laken. Thank you for joining as always. It's going to be a draw. Just you watch. Well, that's Laken's prediction. What are you gonna say, mate? 1-1, 2-2. Do let us know. What's the score prediction? Will we get goals galore in the second half, or just the one for a draw? Do let us know. But thanks for joining as always, Laken. Absolute legend. Stevenage will win. Oxford have been poor. I think they've just been slow up until the final third, where they tried to pick the right pass, but Stevenage so far have defended the box really well. But that last chance from Brown, he has to hit the target. He's 8 yards out. He has to hit the target from there. No excuses not to, really. Oxford have well and truly bottled it. Yeah, earlier on in the season, weren't they? They were top two, weren't they? And then the manager left to a dream job or something, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, brought in a different manager. Yeah, it's that Jack Ward, an honorary Portsmouthian. Keep up the good work, mate. Your commentary is always good, whilst keeping an eye on the message board. All the best. Absolute legend, Darren. Support is much appreciated. 1-1, Oxford get a penalty. Okay. Oxford penalty. Well, so far, Oxford have been undone by a set piece, and they almost scored from a set piece, almost two in quick succession. So definitely a reasonable prediction there, Laken, but a penalty as well. What minute? Got to tell us the minute that it's going to happen in now. Right, because it's half time. let's have a look at what's going on. Let's switch the screen quickly. And if you've not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to. Completely free to do, and always means a lot to me as we continue to grow the channel. And the can't speak. The goal is 2,000 subscribers by Christmas Day. That'll be awesome if we can hit it. And fingers crossed, you guys can continue to enjoy the content. So it's actually gone down as a long on goal for the Stevenage goal. 32 minutes in there. And the stats are above my head, if that will still, if you can see all of them. I'm reading them out anyway. Oxford 68% possession, Stevenage 32. But much like Liverpool last night, much like Man City the night before, Oxford, yes, they're having a lot more possession, but it's just what you do with it. And to be fair to them, they've actually looked a lot better on the ball than Liverpool did last night. And I wouldn't say what Man City did, because Man City had a lot of shots, but Oxford actually doing something with the ball. Stevenage, though, only 32% possession, but no shots on target, no shots at all, and when they're 1-0 up. That is Stevenage in a nutshell, isn't it? Oxford 9 shots, 2 on target, 4 corners to Stevenage's 1, and they scored from the corner of its own goal. Unreal stuff, unreal stuff. Stevenage nicking a win here, and there's been 14 fouls in the game up to this point. So let's have a look then at the team's benches. So starting with Oxford, who are they going to bring on? Of course, Billy Bowden's on the bench. Smith's on the bench as well. Is that Owen Dale? It is Owen Dale. Who's this Henry geezer? James Henry. Ocean Smith. Eastwood. That's Simon Eastwood. That's the goalkeeper, isn't it? And Fornelly on the bench as well. He's the centre back. He was previously at Blackpool, if I'm correct in saying that. But Billy Bowden, of course, doesn't need any explanation. Proper player. Really good player as well. Bennett as well. Joe Bennett. He's the left back. He's from Oxford. Are just Cardiff 2.0, aren't they? Yeah. They've got Bennett. They've got Mark Harris. They've got Murphy in there. They've got Kieran Brown. Who else do they want? And as for Stevenage, Van Kooten, the only man in the game so far to receive a yellow card, but of course they got Sweeney, Lest on the bench. They're really the only players I know. Nathan Thompson and what was it? Ben Thompson, yep, on the bench also. Tom Neild, the referee. He's having a good game, to be fair, Tom Neild. He hasn't got anything wrong so far. Get him in the Premier League. But yeah, okay. So Oxford, from the stats point of view, dominating completely, but it's Stevenage that leads. Let's have a look at the table then, how things stand. 45 games played, and we'll stop it there a sec. So Stevenage, 45 games played, as well as Oxford, and only, wait, this needs updating. It has not updated. Should be 70 points for Oxford. Well, the BBC are slacking you, because it should be 70 points for Stevenage and 73 points for Oxford. It's not a draw right now, guys. You're even telling us in the live score updates it's not a draw. Yeah, it's not a draw. Stevenage are winning, lads. But okay, BBC really are slacking you. They're even saying that. Oh, that was last time out. Never mind. I was going to say they're even saying that they're losing. But anyway, it's meant to be Oxford 73 points, Stevenage 70 points as it stands. Of course, the goal difference, Blackpool better goal difference, so they remain ahead of Stevenage. But it really does open the door for Lincoln and Blackpool, this result, because of course they both play tomorrow. We'll have a look at who they actually play in a second. But Lincoln, if they win that, 74 points, a point ahead of Oxford. And Blackpool then have a chance to go level on points with Oxford going into the final day. And you'd have to say then that it would be over, for Stevenage if Lincoln win tomorrow. It would be over tomorrow if Lincoln win. Wow. And quickly have a look at the top two in the playoffs at the moment. Okay, so 3 points separating Derby and Bolton. Of course, Portsmouth promoted now. Incredible season. Peterborough 80 points as well, and they even have a chance to get into the top two, don't they? You know, game in hand on Derby and Bolton, and if they win that, that's 83 points, and they're also a few points off. The thing Derby have in their favour at the moment is a 5 better goal difference, but in football that can change so quickly, and there's 2 games to do it, so 5 goals not that outrageous. Barnsley, they'll finish 5th. I'm pretty sure of that. You know, I can't see anyone below them catching up to them, and I can't see them catching up to anyone above them. So Barnsley, they're a bit like West Brom in the Championship. You pretty much expect them to finish there. And Oxford, of course, look like they're bottling it in 6th place at the moment. And let's quickly have a look at the bottom of the table. Who can be relegated this weekend then? The relegation battle probably goes about to Shrewsbury Town at the moment, doesn't it? Where it's Carlisle already relegated. We've got Fleetwood on 37 points. If Burton Albion just get 1 more point, then Fleetwood will be relegated. Or if Fleetwood just draw 1 game, they have to win both games and hope Burton Albion, Cheltenham and Port Vale, of course, don't get more than 43 points on the board. And then even Fleetwood have to beat them on goal difference. And to be fair, their goal difference, Fleetwood, isn't actually that bad. Minus 27. So yeah, they're definitely in with a shout. Could happen. Port Vale, 22nd place, 44 games played, 40 points on the board. Less than a point per game this season, which is absolutely awful. But they're only 3 points off Burton Albion and 6 points off Cambridge United. And then it's Cheltenham with 3 games in hand. Well, 3 games in hand. 3 games left to go. 1 game in hand on Burton Albion. If they win that, Burton Albion are in the relegation zone. But Burton Albion picked up a massive win last time out in the league. Anyway, let's have a look then at the games to be played. So tomorrow we have got Northampton versus Exeter, Blackpool, Barnsley. Wow, okay. I didn't realise that. Blackpool at home at Bloomfield Road against Barnsley. Oh, okay. So actually, Barnsley could get caught up too. They could get caught up too. Wow. Okay, because if Blackpool win that one, tomorrow, they're 73 points and they're 2 points off Barnsley. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's a big game. That's a really big game. Bolton against Port Vale. Should win that one, Bolton, but of course Port Vale fighting for their lives, as we just seen. Peterborough away to the Bristol Rovers. Burton Albion against Reading, tough game to predict that one. Derby away to Cambridge, could drop points there. Carlisle already relegated to Wickham. Lincoln away to Cheltenham, of course need the results as well there. Fleetwood against Leyton Orient and Portsmouth against Wigan, and then 23rd the games in hands are played. 27th on the final day, Barnsley, Northampton. They probably should be winning that on Barnsley to confirm their playoff place. Derby against Carlisle to confirm automatic promotion. I can't see them slipping up against Cambridge. It's a tricky game, but I can't see them losing it, is what I mean. And if they draw, it's still, of course, in their own hands going into the final day. And then Bolton against Peterborough on the final day, as we say. And Peterborough, they could overtake Bolton. They could overtake Bolton. Port Vale, Cambridge on the final day. That's a big game. Reading, Blackpool. Blackpool will need to win that one, as well as, of course, the game tomorrow against Barnsley if they want to finish in the playoffs. Stevenage host Cheltenham, who are fighting for their lives. Wow, so much to talk about. So much to talk about. Let me quickly have a look at the chat. See what I've missed at the moment. Welcome Callum, Blackpool. Make the playoffs, bro. We're just discussing it, mate. We are just discussing it, and definitely looks possible. If they win tomorrow, then they've got Reading on the final day. If they get 4 points from that, that's... How many points are they on at the moment? Was it 68? 67? 67, wasn't it? 70 points. So that's 74. You'd probably be looking at, if they win tomorrow, and then you expect them to win on the final day, that's 76. It all depends what happens at Lincoln and what happens in the second half. I think if Lincoln 76, how many points do I reckon Lincoln will get? Lincoln, Cheltenham tomorrow, winnable game, and on the final day Portsmouth. I can see them getting 4 points at max. So it's all down to this game really, because Oxford on the final day have got Exeter away, a winnable game. You know what? I think Blackpool are really in with a shout here. They've got a difficult game, so have Lincoln. It's so interesting. This is why we love football. This is why we love football. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. At full time, because I don't think we'll have enough time to do it now if I start it now. At full time, I'll get the calculator app up and I'll put my final predictions in for all of the remaining games. You know, there's only 2, but this weekend and next weekend. And that'll see how I see the table finishing at the end. So stay tuned to the end of the stream for that, of course. And I think we're ready for the second half, actually. We haven't got a chance to talk about any other league, which just shows how incredible this league is. Just shows how incredible it is. What have I missed? Stevenage score in the 67th minute. Breakaway from Oxford's corner. Lincoln got Cheltenham. Barnsley got Blackpool. Yeah, really big games. Barnsley lose that. Their away form is atrocious. Okay. I'm learning all the time here. I'm learning all the time. Yeah, it's lower is more exciting than Premier League. To some extent, I agree with that. To some extent, because, by the way, we haven't even talked about the FA Cup stuff. It's so interesting. 22 legends in here now. It just changed. But welcome everyone to the stream, and welcome to the second half, where we're probably a few minutes away from kickoff now. But if you haven't already, be sure to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. We are 4 subscribers away from 1,760. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, completely free to do, and helps us out massively on the channel. But the FA Cup, of course, scrapping replays. It suits the Premier League teams, but Championship downwards, it's not great. You know, the TV money you get from that. I was reading something earlier. Brentford, 10 years ago, they got a replay against Premier League, was it Southampton? And from the replay, they got 500k from TV, from revenue, from TV, from tickets, everything like that. And now they're in the Premier League, they're voting against replays. They're a prime example of a club it helped. Where's the common sense in that? Where's the common sense in that? Of course, we've seen loads of teams starting to complain, write statements out how they're disappointed in the FA. And I completely agree. I completely agree. It's not a good thing for football. Not a good thing for football. Anyway, second half is about to kick off. Let me know your thoughts in the chat on that matter. As Oxford are about to get us underway for the second half here at the Kassam Stadium here in Oxford, where they trail 1-0 at half time, but they have been knocking on the door as the minutes went on to find an equaliser against Stevenage in this big 6-pointer in the playoffs. And we are underway for the second half here in Oxford finally, and let's go. And straight away, Oxford in the yellow shirts, just trying to get the ball forward. And an early goal's needed. They'll need 2 to win this one. And if they win this one, it probably is in their own hands to go on and finish 6th place. But if they lose, it really does open the door. And I think Blackpool, you know what, my early thoughts are Blackpool to get the playoffs. Lincoln, I'd love to see Lincoln get it. I'd love to see Lincoln and Blackpool get it. But realistically, that probably won't happen. I'd love to see Oxford get it. There's so many teams. I wish the playoffs was a lot longer than just 4 teams in there. So many teams in League One that I'd really like to see in the Championship. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Who's going to finish in 6th place? And at full time, as I just mentioned, I'll do the calculator app and share my thoughts with you on my final League One predictions. Northampton can't pass FA Cup first round, so it's fine. What opportunity here for Oxford. Murphy into the box, it goes all the way through to the back post, clear away by Van Kooten. Ball still in a good area, dangerous area. Rodriguez back to goal. Lee inside to the box it goes. Harris back to goal. All the Stevenage players inside their own penalty area here, as Oxford knocking the ball, knocking on the door, appeals for handball, waved away, keeper can't handle the ball. Wow, it's all happening here. It is all happening. And finally, it's gone out for a corner kick to Oxford. How look at this handball appeal. Nah, not a pen, not a pen. You can't not have your hand there, so that's fine. That's not a pen. Anyway, corner taken quickly. They were showing the highlights, but Murphy on the ball here. Brannigan now. Left-footed delivery. No, he's faked me as well. Murphy. He will deliver left-footed. Pull ball into the box though. Cleared away. Only as far as Long, the man that scored the own goal from a short distance. Murphy, into the box it goes. That's an awful ball from Murphy. Awful ball. Out of contract in the summer for Oxford. And if he keeps delivering crosses like that, no one will want him. They're showing the highlight of the penalty appeal again, but that's never a penalty. Can't give a handball against that. I don't even think VAR would give that. Well, they probably would, let's be honest. But yeah, you can't give it against that. And Stevenage survive. And referee, by the way, he's been really good this game. I'm agreeing with quite a lot of his decisions. He's been really good, really good. He's been really fair. And he's not got anything noticeably wrong this evening. Really hasn't. I haven't had to talk about the referee being bad for once, which is a change. Ball in the box on the right hand side for Oxford. They really are piling the pressure on here, and Stevenage sitting in a very low block to defend here, stopping Oxford, getting the ball in behind towards Mark Harris. Welcome in Mobar. I need 1 goal more. Do you think we'll see more? Yeah, I do, because Oxford are really pushing. But on the counter-attack, Stevenage are quite good. So I think there's another goal in this at least 1 more. So yeah, welcome to the stream, Moba, by the way, and welcome to the channel. If you go on to enjoy the content, be sure to stick around by subscribing and dropping a like. Always helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, guys, vote in the chat, in the poll in the chat. Who's going to win this game? What's the outcome going to be? Of course, free to do as well. And everyone welcome here on Goals Galore. Hull always get bad refs. Welcome in, Amit. Welcome in, Amit. Hopefully I've said that right. If I've not, be sure to correct me. I'm awful with names, can't lie. Awful with names, but always trying my best to learn everyone's name here. Absolute legends. As it's coming with the ball, edge of his box. Brannigan receives it. Ball switched over. Nice bit of play here from Oxford. The yellow shirts swarming forward. Be great if I could actually speak and string together a sentence. Rodriguez into the box, ball runs through, and Marcus Brown wasn't alert to it. And good clearance there from Smith, the Stevenage right back, to deny the corner. And instead concede a throw-in right in the corner instead. How can I watch live at Sky Sports, mate? Or if you want better commentary, you can stay here. Updates. Otherwise, if you've got Sky Sports, though, it is on there tonight, mate. It is on there tonight. Strange that they're showing a League One game for once. Next season, hopefully, they do a few more. Really underrated league. And I'm pretty sure League 2 never ever get a live game, do they? Probably never. Rare, anyway. Very rare. But welcome everyone to the stream. Absolute legends. If you are new, welcome to the stream. And let us know in the chat, who do you support? Do let us know. Here's Murphy on the right hand side. Number 23, probably being the most influential player in this game. Got on the ball more than anyone else in the attacking positions. Murphy, he's been on the ball a lot and floating between the left and right sides and the centre. Ball through to Rodriguez into Harris and trying to toe poke it past the Stevenage goalkeeper. Just didn't quite work, but this home crowd really are driving their side on to try and find the equaliser in here, to try and secure a playoff spot this season in League One. Whereas it stands, if the league was to end after tonight, Oxford would be playing Bolton over 2 legs in the semi-final, which isn't an easy game, but of course playoffs are the playoffs, and it is a bit of a lottery. Anything can happen over 2 legs. I've been quite impressed by the Stevenage left back this evening as well. Lee, he's been up and down the left hand side all evening. Really, really good from him. And I have to say the same from Smith, the Stevenage right back. Really good from him as well. Wouldn't be surprised if Championship clubs would be looking at them next season as well. Just off this performance alone. Anyway, ball on the right hand side for Oxford. They lose possession. Go long towards strikers, and free kick given against Brannigan. 26 legends in here. Thank you all very much for incredible support this evening. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. On Tuesday night, League One is just not disappointing, is it? I should just do League One streams all the time because the Portsmouth streams do really well. And now this one's doing really well. League One fans are insane. Thank you all very much. And even if you're not a League One fan, a fan of a League One club, I should say, you're always welcome here on the channel. We do cover the Championship quite a lot. In fact, tomorrow there's 2 Championship streams for you guys to enjoy. And then on Sunday as well, a big day of football. It's that time of the season where every game is a big game. And free kick given against Oxford on the far side there. Brown not too happy about it. But they're eager to get the play back underway. Stevenage though taking their time. Of course they lead through a long own goal. Scored 32 minutes in. Beat coming at his near post. But since then it really has been Oxford who looked like the next team to score. And I can see more goals in this one. Stevenage yet to have a shot on target in the game. Or a shot at all. Yet to have a shot at all in this game. According to the stats at half time. Here's Lee on the left hand side. Once again coming forward. Lovely ball through to Brown. Brown into the centre. Into the box it goes. And Van Kooten. Brilliant defending yet again from the Stevenage centre back. And here they go. Stevenage on the attack. Rogers. Far side. Loses the ball and concedes the throw in. Football is an addiction, says Chris. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Spot on there. I completely agree with you. It is. Just can't get enough. I'm buzzing this year, of course, as many of you guys will be. Euros year. So that's awesome as well. A lot of football to enjoy in the coming months. And it's Oxford on the ball here in the midfield. Driving forward, looking for that equaliser. They've been a better side throughout overall in this game, but Stevenage lead through an own goal in this one. One of the few attacks they've had so far. Here's Harris. Lays it off. Rodriguez from distance. Shot blocked. And in the end, Stevenage clear it away. And clear away for a throw-in by Long there. No composure at all from the Oxford centre-back there. Not a shot on target and still winning. Yeah, incredible, isn't it? League One for you. League One for you. Let me just check the stats if the BBC have updated that. But second half, they haven't had a shot at all. And at half time it was no shots on target. And yeah, still not even a shot on goal. Not even a shot on goal. That's Stevenage for you. That is Stevenage for you. Stevenage on the ball here. Down line it goes, long ball. Searching for Hemmings and he's found him. Stevenage go backwards though. And all the way to the halfway line, and now they come back on the left hand side. Just playing it on that channel here. Ball into the box and it gone out for a corner here. Where's my phone gone? There. Corner kick to Stevenage, and the Oxford players don't look to impress himself, and just had a ball smashed into his face there. The Finn Stevens, of course, Wales international. Football. I can't read all the chat there. Football for you, that's the beauty of it. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think most refs in Championship are bad. Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. They're awful, absolutely awful. So, corner kick here for Stevenage. From the near side, in it goes. They win the initial header, but away by the yellow shirts, and only as far as Harvey White on this left-hand side, looking to still keep the attack alive, and Freeman battling for it, and in the end, it's out of play for a goal kick for Oxford United. 27 legends in here. Welcome all to the stream. Welcome all to the stream. If you are new to the channel, please do smash that subscribe button. We are 4 away from reaching our next goal of 1,760, and the goal is 2k by Christmas Day. And penalty given to Oxford. Penalty given. And the Stevenage defender is fuming. I didn't think that was going to be given. That's why I wasn't talking about it. Pierre Garni, the man who dragged down. Was it Rodriguez? Ruben Rodriguez dragged down. Lovely ball over the top by Stevens. Oh, it's soft. It's really soft. That's not a pen. I'm saying that's not a pen. And it's outside the box anyway. The contact's outside the box, and it's only a little. It's not even a push. He's touched his arm, and he's gone down from that, and that's really poor. Oxford have a penalty way back into the game from 12 yards, but that's never a penalty. And I understand now Piagani's frustration, but from 12 yards, Cameron Brannigan in the yellow shirt, 8 on his back, and the referee's just clearing the players out of the box, making sure everyone's behind the line. And it's Lee and Van Kooten who are right on the edge. They're testing the limits here of the referee. But penalty, Cameron Brannigan, right-footed from 12 yards, 8 on his back in the yellow shirt, against the Stevenage keeper, and I can't say his name, Brannigan from 12 yards, into the bottom right corner. It's 1-1 here. Stevenage will be fuming, because that's never in a million years a penalty. The softest one you'll see, and even if they were going to give it as a foul, it should have been a free kick because it was outside the box. 1-1 here at the Kassam Stadium. A huge roar from the home faithful. Well, when you need a man to step up in important times, it's your skipper, it's your captain, and Cameron Brannigan has certainly done that here this evening for Oxford United. He's taken advantage of a poor refereeing decision, and that really is a shame, because we were speaking up to this point of what an incredible refereeing performance it's been. I can't get my words out, I'm too excited. But that's let him down now. That really has let him down this evening. Really poor decision that. And not even the linesman on the near side. You know, he's that side of it. The linesman, I don't even think the linesman's given it, but he's not in the shot of the camera. So, I don't know, but that's never in a million years a penalty. It's like the Old Firm Derby one, the Fabio Silva incident. He completely dived for that one and won a penalty. But this one is pretty much the same circumstance. This one's outside the box. I can't believe it. How on earth has that been given as a penalty? How on earth? Jamie Reid is coming off here for Stevenage, and Ben Thompson coming on here, number 24 for Stevenage. The first change of the afternoon. 1-1 here at the Kassam, and you get the feeling with half an hour to go, there's going to be a few more goals left in this one. A huge 6-pointer in the playoff race, and of course it has a big impact on Blackpool and Lincoln, who play tomorrow. But as it stands, a draw for Oxford sees them go up to 74 points, 1 point below Barnsley, and 4 points for Blackpool to make up, 3 for Lincoln, who both have 2 tough games coming up in League One. One tomorrow and then one next Saturday on the final day of the League One season. It's been an incredible season in League One. But Oxford United, what a huge result this would be for them this evening. 27 legends in here. Welcome all to the stream on this Friday evening. Hopefully you're on a fantastic evening. As always, here's Hemmings for the visitors. Still Stevenage yet to have a shot on goal. Or shot in all. They have not tested Cummings once. Their goal coming through an own goal from Long. And here, Oxford do go long to Murphy into the centre. Oh, what an interception. Piagani, what an interception. Welcome in Lucuro. Welcome in, mate. Welcome to the stream. Is that Spanish? Potentially. Outside of the box anyway. Every ref makes a mistake. That is true, Hull City lover. We are used to it these days, but it's the linesman's side as well. You know, Lino should be doing better. Corner kick for Oxford, and that's come to nothing there. Lucero is asking how the match is going. Oh, okay, so Oxford United being the better of the two sides. Just really Really unlucky only to score one. They got until the final third, but since the latter stages of the first half and second half, they started to create a lot more. Stevenage goal was very scrappy. It was an own goal in the end, but Oxford deserved to get something from this game overall. But the penalty they got was a foul outside the box, and not great to see that given. But every team needs a bit of luck sometimes, and maybe that's the bit of luck Oxford needed. And Lakin predicted it earlier that it would end 1-1 and that Oxford would score a penalty. Is he a time traveller? We'll have to wait and see. But Oxford come again here on the right hand side. Here's Murphy to the byline. In it goes, across the face, a goal, and it's over the bar. Big opportunity goes begging yet again. Ruben Rodriguez, the man that went down for the penalty, this time finds himself in a brilliant area by the penalty spot, just a bit further back. And he leans back as he hits it on the spin. Over the bar, very central anyway. It is 1-1. It is 1-1. 24 legends in here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this Friday evening at the Kassam Stadium, where the second half really has come to light. "27 minutes to go in Oxford, and they're going to make a change here, Oxford. 11 coming off, that's Brown, isn't it? Marcus Brown being withdrawn and to be replaced by Owen Dale, number 30, for the hosts. Marcus Brown not had the most influence on the game so far up to this point. He missed that really good chance just before half time from the corner. That really has been his highlight reel this game. But Owen Dale coming on, an attacking substitution. But before that, it's a throw-in for Stevenage. Launched into the penalty area, into the penalty spot, and away by the yellow shirts, only as far as Van Kooten. And in the end, it's Jamie Cullinan who comes and collects that ball out to Kieran Brown. Here's Lee on the left-hand side, charging forward, all in yellow. Lee, poor pass. When it comes to it, he was driving like an absolute powerhouse there, like a train on the left-hand side, but his pass in the end, he let the carriage go in front, and had no direction on it, no pace, and in the end it crashed into a Stevenage player. It's not fair that the lower leagues don't have VAR. That was never a pen and an outside the box. Ridiculous. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely, Chris. Big decisions. You know, these sort of decisions decide what league Oxford potentially are going to be in next season. And Lincoln and Blackpool has huge knock-on effects. Huge knock-on effects. And I think there's a case for VAR, but I don't think VAR is being run right yet. So I'd wait for VAR to be used in the way where it's where everyone knows, where everyone's on the same page, where everyone knows what they're doing first before they start bringing it to the lower levels. That's my opinion anyway. But for sure, it needs to be quick that it's introduced into lower football, because either have it in all the leagues or don't have it at all. That's my view on it. Free kick for Stevenage. They're starting to pile on the pressure, and they want to get back in front in this one, of course, to keep their playoff dreams alive, however slim they may be. Go backwards to Smith. Van Kooten out to the right hand side this time. Stevenage into midfield, still almost 70 minutes in here, and they still haven't had a shot all game. Will that change before the end? They've got 24 minutes to make a change to that. And fair play to all the Stevenage fans that did make the trip as well in that corner. As the ball goes down the line, Stevenage, ball into the box is blocked by Kieran Brown, and out to Lee. Stevenage backpedaling now as they got a counter-attack to defend, but really poor touch there by Owen Dale. Really poor touch from Owen Dale. And in the end, it's Stevenage who win possession back on the left-hand side here. Stevenage coming forward. Finn Stevens puts in an incredible tackle. What a tackle that is from the Wales international. But he gives possession away. And now on the right-hand side, here's Smith joined in. Edge of the box shot. Blocked. And I think that is their first shot of the game. Their first shot of the game, Stevenage. edge of the box, and it was blocked. And here go Oxford, up the other end, Ruben Rodriguez, inside to Harris, Harris on the turn. Here's Owen Dale, Dale goes backwards to Finn Stevens, inside to Dale, yellow shirts in the centre now, Stevens, passing to Ruben Rodriguez, tries a little flick over, doesn't quite work out, and Brannigan battling for the ball, he fouls his man as a result, and Stevenage win the free kick at the halfway line. If it's done correctly, absolutely. I'm glad Championship doesn't have VAR, says Hull City Lover. Chris says VAR makes the game fair, I say. Ref should have went to Specsavers, got 2 pairs of glasses for the price of 1. Paul knows the drill. Wish we had linesman in the Sunday League. But yeah, everyone, I've agreed with basically everyone's comment there about VAR. It does make the game fairer, but when you see in the Premier League this season, a big talking point is, and a good example is the Liverpool-Spurs game earlier on in the season, where Liverpool scored a perfectly good goal and it was ruled out for offside. And that's just offside. You know, offside is so clear for me. It's either offside or onside. You know, a long time ago there was a debate about, they should allow it if you're only a certain amount offside. No, that makes it confusing. If you're offside, you're offside. Simple as that. Don't confuse the rules. But it's a bit like VAR. Set out rules, follow them to the letter, and then no one can argue with it. If all these rules are followed and not based on opinions, then we're going to have no issues, are we? It's just everyone seems to not be too bothered about what they're doing, and everyone in the VAR room, it's like they're watching a completely different game half the time, and don't make the right calls. I wish they had Oxford Stadium to FC24. Big shout. Of course, they've got Portsmouth Stadium in League One. I think that's the only League One stadium they have, isn't it? A Stevenage on the attack on the left hand side to the byline, and it goes cleared away by Long. Only as far as Ruben Rodriguez, who comes away with it now, and Owen Dale. He's not had the greatest touch every time he's touched the ball. It's been a heavy touch every single time there from Owen Dale, but doesn't lose possession. They work it well across the left hand side here, Oxford. Yellow shirt. Keep saying yellow shorts. Yellow shirts flooding forward here at the Kassam Stadium. Lovely bit of play on the far side by Murphy. Murphy into the penalty area to the byline. Tries to get it back. Oh, it goes all the way across. All the way across. And out of play. Lovely bit of play on the left hand side between Lee, Ruben Rodriguez, who got involved, and Murphy as well. Lovely bit of play on the left hand side. And cross looped over the Stevenage keeper and went all the way out of play. 20 minutes to go here in Oxford, and they're going to roll the dice again here. It's Billy Bowden coming on, fan favourite at the Kassam. And we're about to see who he's going to replace, and someone else is coming on as well. Can't quite see. Maybe even 3 changes here. I'll just wait to actually confirm it for you. But Billy Bowden is coming on, and he's one of the changers. Referee, he was having such a good game until that penalty, and the changes were ready to be made, but the referee said no, play on for a second, it's a throw in, and down the line it goes and out of play. Hemming's not too happy about that. Now the changes will come in. So first change is Ruben Rodriguez, who's had a good game, won the penalty, which wasn't a penalty, coming off for Billy Bowden, and Goodrum is coming off for Henry, of course. Okay, so double change for the hosts. Goodrum also had a good game this evening for the hosts. Hasn't been too influential, but he's had an average game, I'd say, just above average game. Going forward, he's looked quite lively as well, and but not going to take Brannigan off, is he? So that's the reason he's taken him off there, to freshen up the midfield. Of course, Billy Bowden on now as well, which is interesting. Is that a change of shape? Is Bowden going to go across to the right hand side and see two up top with Mark Harris and Owen Dale up top for the centre? We'll have to wait and see. Billy will score to send Oxford wild, I hope, says Aaron. Billy Bowden, what a player at League One level. Spot on there, mate. And yeah, can see that happening. With 18 minutes to go here at the Kassam, 28 people have joined. Absolute legends. League One seems like it's the place for me at the moment with live streams. Everyone loves them. And next Saturday, I'll be live for the final day at 12:30 for the final day roundup. I won't be watching any of the games. I could put one on actually, but I'll be updating everything as it happens live, so you won't want to miss that one. Final day of League One Watchalong next Saturday. We'll probably start about 12 on that one for all the pre-game build-up. There'll be a lot to talk about, so make sure, as always, you have notifications on for the channel after you've subscribed. And also, while you're down there, may as well hit the like button for the stream. Let's see if we can hit 20 likes this evening. That'd be awesome. And we are 3 away from our target for the end of this stream as well for subscribers. 1,760. I believe in you guys to help me out on that one. As it's Kieran Brown here for the hosts. Long ball over the top. And I believe they have gone to up top. Harris tried to flick it over to Owen Dale. Harris in the corner. Smith holding it in his own corner here and gets it away really well and is still in play. Or is it? No. Throw into Oxford. In the corner. Down the line it goes and cleared away by Stevenage. Out for another throw in. Lead to take this time. In it goes to Brannigan. Brannigan in the corner. Back out to Lee. Got support with the yellow shirts. Works it well. Here's Henry. Nudged off the ball way too easy by Hemmings. Referee's given that as a free kick. No way. That's never a foul. Shoulder to shoulder. Henry was really weak there. Really weak. Shots, welcome in. Hope Stevenage wins because I've put a bet on for them to win. Ooh, fingers crossed for you there, mate. Fingers crossed, and welcome to the channel. Glimpse, welcome in, mate. Welcome in, legend. How's your summer in Watford right now for the game tomorrow? Ooh, hopefully you're enjoying your time in the outskirts of London, mate. Come on, Stevenage. I love an underdog win, says Chris. Would be awesome to see. And actually, they've given the free kick to Oxford here. As I said, long free kick from Brannigan. Went to power drive it in and hits the wall. But as a result, Oxford maintain possession on the far side. Into the box it goes all the way through and into the box now. And Henry, that's the second time in a minute he's been pushed off the ball way too easy. That guy needs to hit the gym. And this one is right on the edge of the box. Cameron Brannigan territory. He's had 2 free kicks this game. The last one just 20 seconds ago. And the end of the first half, he almost caught the Stevenage keeper out. Third time lucky. Third time a charm. Let's wait and see. From Cameron Brannigan. It's central of the D. That's maybe the only problem. It's a very central free kick. As you look at the penalty area, you look at the edge of the D. It's at the top of the D. At this free kick. And the ball is placed. Billy Bowden also standing over this one as the left foot option. Who's winning the Premier League? I'm going Arsenal, says Chris. I think Man City will wrap that up now. They're out of the Champions League. FA Cup now only to worry about for them. But Bowden and Brannigan over this free kick for Oxford. Bowden runs over it. Brannigan leaves it. And over the bar it goes. The skipper fuming with himself. And with a run over the ball from Billy Bowden, I thought Brannigan was going to lay it off to him then in a lovely position. But no, went for the glory and didn't come off in the end. Who do I think is going to win this? Well, Stevenage have had 1 shot all game. And their only goal was an own goal. If anyone's going to win it, I'd say it's going to be Oxford, mate. I would say. I know you've got a bet on for Stevenage, but I'm not going to fill you with false hope. I do think if there's going to be a winner, it would be Oxford. Unless, of course, Stevenage somehow pop up with a goal. But from the last quarter of games, Stevenage have scored the joint most goals in League One this season. 21 goals this season for them have come in the last quarter of the match. And they'll be hoping they can do the same this evening. And corner kick given to Stevenage. Big chance here. Their first goal come from a set piece. No reason why their second can't. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Absolutely, Chloe. Spot on there. Stevenage, last minute. Upset. That'd be class, mate. That'd be class. Gutted to shots. And free kick is going to be Harvey White to take from the left hand side. Out swinging corner. In it goes. Towards the back post. Clear away. To the edge of the box where Van Kooten is. And loses possession. Counter attacking opportunity. Harris. Ball down the line for Murphy. Murphy for Oxford. Shots. What a save. What a save. The keeper, it was in two minds to come for it. He ends up running backwards. Murphy was too quick and he ends up saving with his legs. Just about keeps the game level here. End-to-end stuff here at the Kassam. End-to-end stuff. And that's a huge opportunity. That goes begging yet again for the host Oxford. Yet again, a big opportunity goes begging. Josh Murphy. I don't know how he's not slotted that one away. Lovely counter-attacking move. Down the left-hand side. From Stevenage's corner. Van Kooten gets caught at the edge of his own box. And what a save. I'm going to have to try say his name now because he's pulled off an incredible save. Let's try and pronounce it then. McGillivray. Oh, I can't say this. McGillivray. It's so difficult. If that's not worth a like, I don't know what is. But there you go. That's the content for you this evening. That's what you've all been waiting for. But yeah, what a save by him. McGillivray. Cannot say it. That's definitely not right. Stevenage fans probably laughing their socks off at that. Anyway, Elliot List is coming on here for Stevenage. With 10 minutes to go, and he's going to replace Nick Freeman. So Stevenage going for this. They still believe they have a chance of finishing inside the playoffs. But of course they have to win this one to keep up their playoff hopes. Well, they'd have to kill Oxford's in the process. It's a throw in. It's going to be launched in by Stevenage. And it goes and away. And Harvey White can't keep the ball in his control and concedes a throw in. I wouldn't be too surprised if this one ends 1-1 to be honest. Because both teams now going for it. But Stevenage, it's like they're good until the final shot, the final pass. That's when they don't know what to do. But Stevenage won the ball back in a really good position here. Tackles flying in left, right and centre. Ball into the box, searching for Elliot Liston. Doesn't reach him at the moment, but Oxford's still on the ball. Deep inside their own half, and Lee goes long towards Murphy, but it will end up with the Stevenage defender who goes back to McGillivray. I cannot say his name. That was meant to be a goal. Oh, ball through. Stevenage. Oh, I think you're ahead of me, mate. I think you're ahead of me. I think that's the chance you're on about. That's meant to be a goal. It's gone out for a corner. Well, Jamie coming in to great effect. He's not had much to do all game. It was Hemmings who tried to pull the ball across the face of goal. I can't tell if that's a cross or a shot there from Hemmings. Pulls it back. That's definitely a cross to Elliot List in the centre. And then the second shot's blocked by Finn Stevens. Somehow keeping this game level. But the last 9 minutes now are going to be very nervy for both sides. Both sets of fans as well. And everyone that's put a bet on it. Corner for Stevenage from the far side. Into the box it goes all the way through. And out for another corner. This time on the far side. This game really is heating up. 30 legends in here. Thank you all so much for joining this evening. And it was Piagani at the far post there who so close to getting his head on that. The Stevenage skipper. So close. And the big lads up this time to face it from the other side for Stevenage. It's going to be Harvey White to deliver. Chris says it sounds like muck delivery. Ball in from the right the left-hand side this time. In towards Pierre Garney. Can't get his head in there. And now Stevenage have a bit of defending to do. Murphy's onto the loose ball. Murphy for Oxford United. He's going to have to go alone. He's got a player arriving in the centre. Tried to cross it. Wrong decision, but he won. He's won inside a corner. It's end-to-end stuff here at the Kassam. Both sides in a playoff race in League One. And they will not give up until it's mathematically confirmed. This game still has another goal in it, I reckon. Potential, I reckon 75% of me is saying it's going to end 1-1. The other 25 is saying there's an extra goal in this. And it's going to be Oxford with the corner from the far side. It's going to be an in-swinger. Into the box it goes, towards the far post. Header one, keeper's on the deck. Cleared away by Stevenage. Elliot List trying to hold it up, but he's lost the ball here. Stevens coming away with it. Tackles flying in left, right and centre here. Tackles flying in here at the Kassam, and in the end it's Stevenage who've won their throw-in. 7 minutes to go here at the Kassam. Mukia, whatever his name is. Awesome punch on the ball. On this replay, he's got something on that, I think. Just about got something on that. Otherwise, that's 2-1 Oxford. Saving his side twice in the last 5 minutes to keep their playoff hopes alive. Hopefully his teammates can do it at the other end for his sake and for Stevenage. Stevenage, come on, says Shots. He wants his bet to come in. And header won by Oxford. Bit of head tennis in the midfield. Stevenage trying to keep the ball alive for them and their attack. Harvey White, ball over the top and pull touch by Stevens. Just about keeps that in play, but gives it back to the visitors. And there's so many teams winning the possession here. Like, it's back and forth. Now it's heating up for sure, Scrinson. Absolutely, it really is. And both teams who need the points to keep up their playoff dreams. It's in Stevenage's hands. It's in Oxford's hands at the moment, but Stevenage will not give up until the end, and they're proving it here on a Friday evening in Oxford. They are not giving up with 5.5 minutes to go here at the Kassam. Can Oxford get the job done, or will Stevenage frustrate them and potentially even get a goal of their own? Well, Harvey White goes long towards Hemmings, wins the initial header, back to Elliot List. Stevenage lose possession. Brannigan floats one out towards Billy Bowden. Bowden now. Bowden trying to get a ball in the box. Does. Cleared away by Pierre Garney. And out for a throw-in in the corner. Owen Dale going across to take it. For Oxford, this is so intense. So intense. Stevens with a throw-in instead to Bowden. Ah, that's really poor. Oh, it's come off a Stevenage player. Another throw-in for Oxford. In it goes. And gone backwards to Long. Long from range. Ooh. Was winding up the shot there and just couldn't get past the wall that Stevenage had created there, but still in possession in the yellow shirts. It's Owen Dale. Dale takes on his man, trying to get a ball in the box. He's got two players with him. Ball finally goes in. In towards Mark Harris. He gets a connection on it. Just no direction on it at all. Frustrating for Oxford. Frustrating because every moment that goes by is another chance that goes begging. And the yellow shirts there have to go away frustrated. Another chance goes begging. 36 legends in here. If anyone's new to the channel, please do consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel and to the stream. And chuck notifications on. So much content coming your way in the run-in in all the leagues. Trying to cover as much as I can. And League One this evening is not disappointing. We are one away from 1,760. Who wants to do the honours? A massive thank you to everyone that has decided to stick around on the channel and subscribers. It's Lee on the left hand side for Oxford. With 3 minutes 15 seconds left of the game. But Stevenage in their press, pushing Oxford back. Here's Long, and he's going to have to go back to come in the Oxford goal. Out to Kieran Brown. Here's Lee. Up towards Murphy. Murphy, lovely turn from Josh Murphy, and he loses the ball, but free kick given to the home side. And the yellow card coming out once again here at the Kassam, this time for another Stevenage player, the second to be booked this evening. This time the right back Smith has been along with, joined the buck, as well as Van Kooten. And Murphy, by the way, for me so far in this game has been up there with the man of the match award. I think if he scored the big chance he missed, then I think he would have been given man of the match. But otherwise, it's got to be given to Brannigan potentially. Stevenage goalkeeper, I can't say his name, I've tried. He's got to be up there, kept them in this game. But there's still time in this one. And this is one of the games I actually want a big added on time. Hopefully they shot like 20 minutes on the end, because it's starting to heat up. Two teams, pure passion, going for it. It's what the season's come down to. Stevenage with one win in the last 10 before this. Oxford on a bit of better form. 4 wins in the last 10 going into this one. And they've scored quite a lot of goals recently. Hopefully they have one more left in them in this one. We'll have to wait and see. But we've hit it. 1,760 absolute legends. Whoever have subscribed and joined us on the journey in this stream, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Absolute legends. 1 minute of the 90 to go here at the Kassam. Owen Dale wins a corner. Is it? No, it's still alive. He's won a throw in the corner for Oxford. The home side, the home crowd trying to get their side to win this one. But Harvey White for Stevenage has gone down here, number 18. The second time in this game he's having to receive treatment. So there's going to be a break in play here as we approach the 90th minute, which hopefully adds on to the stoppage time. And the ball's ready to go up. And Karen Brannigan just gone across to his manager to receive a few instructions for the closing moments in this one. Very intense here. Very intense at the Kassam Stadium. Not the Oxford goal. Shots is once his bet. Long from range. How iconic. I thought of that as I was saying it. Oxford, do me a favour, let them score. How much is your bet going to return, shots? How much is your bet going to return? How much do you want it? And the board's about to go up here. How long have we got added on to the end of the game here at the Kassam? 5 added minutes. I thought it would be a little bit longer. I wish it would have been a bit longer, because this second half has been awesome. But 5 minutes here left to go for Oxford and Stevenage. Stevenage is done for themselves as well. Down the line it goes from Stevenage, but no one pressing the ball. And here's Long, goes back to Jamie Cumming. Edge of his penalty area. Across to Kieran Brown. There's 4 minutes to go here at the Kassam. It's now or never for both of these sides. How much do they want it? Seasons come down to big moments. This is a big moment. Brannigan can't pick a pass and gives the ball back to Stevenage. White, by the way, he's not taken off, so I'm pretty sure he's still on the pitch. But Stevenage have 2 players ready to come on. As I say that, as well, are they ready to make the changes? They are indeed. It's going to be an Oxford throw-in when play resumes, but 2 changes here to try win the game for Stevenage. 18 coming off for number 4. So Harvey White's coming off for... I'll just wait for the graphic to come up instead of guessing. So Thompson's coming on for Harvey White, who's been really good, to be fair, in that midfield for Stevenage this evening. Another change is... just waiting to see the back of his shirt. So Roberts is on for Roberts is off. Sweeney on as well. Double change for Stevenage here. The final roll of the dice. And a huge 6-pointer here at the Kassam. As it stands, it's going to end level. And it will remain a 6-point gap between these two sides. And make it impossible for Stevenage to finish inside the playoffs this season. After an incredible run earlier on in the season where they were in the top 6 for some time. And in recent weeks they have fallen out. Stevenage throw in on the far side at the halfway line. I I do want my bet. It's £500 Stevenage wins. I only put £20 on. Wow. Big return there for you, mate. Big return if they get the job done. Welcome in, Callum. How you doing, mate? 2 changes better make a difference. Why do you always have your tea late? Because I prioritise the streams. Prioritise the content for you legends. Priorities are set out. Usually I'd have it about 7 o'clock, 7:30, but I don't want to rush it. I like to enjoy it instead of rushing it, so that's why I don't have it before the stream. Anyway, Oxford, it's now or never for them to win this one. Murphy, from distance, shot blocked. Ball cleared away by Stevenage. Long's back to collect. He's a long way to the next yellow shirt, and he finds it there. Brannigan dropping deep to receive the ball. Back across to Long. Here's Kieran Brown on the left hand side. 1.5 minutes to go for Oxford here at the Kassam. As it stands, they will still be in 6th place. They'll go on to 74 points, but it will be mathematically impossible for Stevenage to finish inside the playoffs this season if they, of course, draw this game. The 45th game of this incredible League One campaign, where once again it's been full of drama. Will we see more drama later on here? Ball in the box for Oxford, cleared away up towards Hemmings. He'll give chase here, but Kieran Brown has a lot more pace there. Out to Lee on the left hand side. Lee, players in the centre waiting for the ball, and it goes all over the bar from Oxford. Was that their chance? Was that their chance? Ball whipped in from the left hand side. Harris in the centre and Bowden. Harris wanted it too much. He's caught the ball as he's on his way up, and at the end he's got the connection all wrong, and he's fired way over the bar. 20 seconds to go here. Wonder if the ref, of course there's a minimum of 5 added minutes. How much longer will he play after? Into the last 10 seconds here. Throw in to Oxford, deep inside their own half. They want a goal to make sure that going into tomorrow, it can still be in their hands going into the final day, no matter what the Lincoln and Blackpool score tomorrow. We've now played the 5 minutes. The ref's allowing another attack. It's Oxford on the left hand side. Murphy cuts it inside. Murphy now on the outside. Ball in, wins a corner for the hosts. It's now or never. This really is their last chance. Really is for the yellow shirts here at the Kassam. Is the keeper going to come up? I don't think so, but all the defenders are. I think they've only left one back. So, Brannigan to deliver from the far side. In swinging corner for Oxford United. They've scored 21 goals from late on in games this season. Then it goes towards the back post, and Lee jumps over, and it goes out of play at the back post. And we've played 6 added minutes now. 5 were indicated, but we've played 6. And you'd think after this goal kick, the ref's going to blow up. Well, a draw, of course, is better than a defeat for Oxford. And that is it. The referee brings the game to a close. Stevenage and their playoff hopes have been ended. But as for Oxford, they keep on going. 74 points. What a game this has been. Of course, 32 minutes. It was Long who scored an own goal for Oxford to give Stevenage the opener. They haven't had a shot all game until the 65th minute, I'm pretty sure it was. But from the penalty spot, it was Cameron Brannigan, the captain, stepping up in a big moment in the game to get the goal, an equaliser for Oxford. But it was never a penalty. Ruben Rodriguez felt the contact, went down. The contact was outside the penalty area, but never enough for a penalty. Very soft indeed. And in the end, it levels all square. Oxford were the team looking to go on and win it. Murphy had a brilliant chance. Mark Harris had a few half chances in the penalty area, but he just couldn't get any of his headers on target. And in the end, here at the Kassam, it's ended Oxford United 1, Stevenage 1. And Lacan actually come in and predicted this score prediction earlier, and he did say it'll be an equaliser from the penalty spot for Oxford. I'm convinced he's a time traveller now. I'm convinced. So let's see. In the chat, everyone voted. 55 votes overall. 5% got it spot on, predicting a draw. 76% went for the Oxford win. 18% said Stevenage would get the job done. And time for the full-time stats here. Let's quickly switch the screen. And let's have a look. So, Oxford 66% possession. Stevenage 34, 24 shots, 6 on target for Oxford. Stevenage didn't have a shot on target all game. 2 shots, none on target. 7 corners to Oxford, 5 for Stevenage. And a lot of fouls all game. What is that? That's 26 fouls in the 90. Incredible stuff. So what does that do for the table? It does this. It means that Oxford holding on to 6th place. But now Lincoln, they've got a 4 better goal difference. So if they win tomorrow, I'm going to get the fixtures up on my phone so I don't have to keep asking everyone. If Lincoln win tomorrow against... If Lincoln win away at Cheltenham tomorrow, which is definitely a winnable game. Cheltenham in the table are in the relegation zone. But 21st, they're fighting for points. If Lincoln win, they will go into the top 6 going into the final day with a better goal difference. And if they win, of course, that goal difference will go to a 5 better. And that's a lot to turn around on the final day. Of course, we've seen crazier things happen on final days in League One. I remember a few years ago, I think it was Plymouth trying to get into the playoffs and MK Dons. And on the final day, I think it was MK Dons that won like 5-0 to get into the playoffs. That was crazy. What was that, 2 years ago? Incredible stuff. But Blackpool as well, 70 points. Now they need... It's not over for them, but they have to win tomorrow. They have to win tomorrow. Of course, Barnsley, that sucks them into potential trouble. Stevenage, though, 68 points. 6 points off the playoffs with 1 game to go. Mathematically impossible. And they will be in League One next season. So, as I said, at half-time, let's quickly go on to predict. Get the app up for the final day, the season. The League One calculator. The League One prediction calculator. If you haven't already, be sure to drop a like on the stream and let me know your score predictions for the big games in the live chat as we do them here. So if you want to do this yourself, just be sure to hop onto the website. It's free to do and it's a lot of fun actually to see your predictions just get calculated without you having to do it as well. So games in hand, Cambridge versus Wickham. Not really an important game, but we're gonna do everyone's games. Cambridge, Wickham, that will end 0-0 in my opinion. Cheltenham against Peterborough. Cheltenham need the points. Peterborough could potentially still get second. Being played next midweek. So I'll probably do one of these games actually. I'd say 2-1 Peterborough, just about to win that one. Of course it ended 1-1, that game's on here. Northampton versus Exeter. I'll go a 1-1 draw in that one. Blackpool versus Barnsley. Blackpool to get the win 2-0. Bolton, Port Vale. Bolton to win 1-0. Bristol Rovers, Peterborough. Rovers 0. Peterborough 3 in that one. Burton Albion versus Reading. Can see a draw there. 1-1. Cambridge Derby. Cambridge 0. Derby 1. It's a sneaker win. Carlisle versus Wickham. Carlisle to get a shock result there, 1-0. Cheltenham versus Shrewsbury, 2-2 draw. Cheltenham versus Lincoln. We'll go Lincoln to win 2-0. Leyton Orient against Fleetwood. Fleetwood 1-0 in that one. Portsmouth versus Wigan. We'll go 3-1 Portsmouth. So this is what the table would look like going into the final day. Why is it's skipping down there? I have no idea. Calculate. Going into the final day, this is what the table would look like. Going into the final day. So we would have the top 2 confirmed. No, it won't be confirmed. But Bolton would need to win by 5 goals. And Derby all but confirmed promoted. And the top 6 would look like that. So Lincoln going into the final day would be in their control on goal difference. A 6 better goal difference. Blackpool Just a point off and 2 points off Barnsley, so they're not safe. And oh, what's going on here? No, I won't remember everything I've just put in. I won't remember it. That's a joke. I'm gonna have to quickly go back on the stream just to make sure I don't change my thoughts there, because always go with your first answer. Let me quickly just remind myself of what I went with. Let me just remind myself. What did I say? What did I say? We went with... I can't see. Can't see. What did we go with? 0-0. Let's quickly just... well, you've seen the table, so let's quickly go on to the final day when we're doing this. Why is it still loading? What's going on? So we said 0-0. It's going too fast. And 2-1. 2-1 Peterborough. Just so I can't change my mind yet. What's going on? Magic 45. Let's quickly... Right. Make sure I don't change my mind on any of these. So I said 1-1. Camera's unplugged. Great. Let's quickly fix that. Otherwise I'm going to look silly. 2 seconds, guys. We always have technical issues. Luckily at this time it's at the end of the stream. Thankfully for that. Trust webcam. If it wants to work. There we go. We are back, people. We are back. Right. So 1-1. What else did I say? 2-0 Blackpool. 2-0. 1-0 Bolton. 3-0 Peterborough. Burton 1-1. 1-0 Derby. Carlisle 1. Wickham 0. Charlton 2. Charlton 2. Shrewsbury 2. Cheltenham 0. Lincoln 2. And Leyton Orient 0. Fleetwood 1. And then Pompey 3. Wigan 1 in that one. Right, let's go to the final day of the season. Derby versus Carlisle. I see Derby winning it. To confirm promotion, 2-0. Exeter versus Oxford. Exeter have been good recently, haven't they? Exeter 1. Oxford 1. Barnsley versus Northampton. Barnsley 1. Northampton 1. Reading against Blackpool. Reading 1. Blackpool 4. Stevenage versus Cheltenham. Stevenage 1. Cheltenham 2. Big result for their relegation hopes. Fleetwood to beat Burton Albion 1-0. Lincoln versus Portsmouth. Go 1-1 draw. See him getting something. That's the most I can see him getting. I can't see Lincoln winning that one. But it's Portsmouth and they're already promoted, so it's a tough one to predict. Peterborough versus Bolton is also a really tough game to predict. Go 1-1 as well. Port Vale versus Cambridge. Cambridge to win 2-1. Shrewsbury versus Leyton Orient. Shrewsbury 1. Leyton Orient 1. Wigan versus Bristol Rovers. Wigan 2-0. Wickham versus Charlton. Wickham 1. Charlton 0. Right, this is my final predictions. Hopefully we don't get an error this time. Fingers crossed, eh? So after 46 games, this is how the table looks. Oh, I've predicted Blackpool to get 5th. Barnsley to drop to 6th. Lincoln to miss out on a point. Wow. Okay, that is extremely close. And Oxford to miss out as well. Who did Oxford have on the final day? Exeter. That's just first thoughts. And going down, surviving would be Cheltenham. Burton Albion would go down on goal difference. A goal in that as well. Wow. What have I just predicted here? What have I just predicted? There's a Fleetwood going down a point as well. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let me know your top 6 and bottom 4 in the chat. Do let me know in the chat your top 6 and bottom 4. I'm really intrigued now to know everyone's top 6 and bottom 4. I got £250 from that game. Incredible shots, incredible. Have you heard about Leighton James? Yeah, you mentioned it earlier in the chat, Callum. Not the added minutes. If Lincoln win tomorrow, they go above Oxford on goal difference. They do indeed, Paul. They do indeed. Incredible stuff. That is mad to think that Oxford potentially have bottled it. They were doing so well in the season earlier on before the manager left. I can't remember his name. If you do remember, let me know in the chat. I remember Bristol Rovers had to get 8 goal swing, I think it was, and they got on last day of the season. Yeah, it was crazy, that, wasn't it? They won, did they win 6-0, 7-0 on the final day? So we'll be live next Saturday. The games kick off at 12:30. Let me just double check that. I think it's 12:30 they kick off on the final day. It is 12:30, isn't it? Yeah, 12:30. Okay, so on Saturday the 27th, Swans are playing away, so I'm perfectly fine to do this. It's still worked out quite nice for me, to be honest, to do this. So I'll go live on that day about 12 o'clock for a complete watch along for all of the games. At every goal as it goes in, we'll be updating you about it. And midweek on the Tuesday 23rd, let's have a look what other games are going on that day, because I'd like to do a League One stream that day. League One streams so far really have done well on the channel, so only reason to do more of them. 23rd, next Tuesday, Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester, Southampton. Leicester, Southampton. It's a big game. Big game. I might have to do that one and just update you on this one in the chat as well as Arsenal, Chelsea. Yeah, I got to do Leicester, Southampton that day. Got to. Something tells me I should do Cheltenham, Peterborough. I'll probably put up a poll in the community tab for what game you guys want to see, because obviously it's you guys that run the channel basically. But tomorrow we've got an FA Cup semi-final, but I'm not going to be doing that game. We'll be live tomorrow at 12:30 for Leicester West Brom, and again at 5:15, not for the FA Cup game, but for QPR v Preston. That's a huge game, 2 huge games tomorrow. We'll also be watching the FA Cup game on my phone to keep you up to date with that one, and telling you all about the 3 o'clock kickoffs as well. And the semi-final in the Scottish Cup tomorrow as well, Aberdeen Celtic, and on Sunday another FA Cup game, but Rangers versus Hearts in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup that day. We've got Blackburn, Sheffield Wednesday, 12:30 on the Sunday. 1:30 it's Everton, Nottingham Forest. I want to do both, but I can't. And then 3 o'clock we've got a few games, but I'll either do the FA Cup game that day, Coventry, Man United, or I do Fulham, Liverpool on the Sunday. Tough to say. And then Monday, there's games every single day, isn't there? Middlesbrough, Leeds, that's huge. And then on the Tuesday, Leicester, Southampton. Wednesday, there's the Merseyside derby, of course. Next Thursday, I think next Thursday I'm gonna have a day off. Of course, you've got to have a day off sometime, and then get back onto it next Friday with QPR versus Leeds. What date is that? 26th. QPR Leeds. It's not a huge game, that one. Could confirm some sort of promotion potentially for Leeds. And then next Saturday as well. So much to look forward to, guys. So much. I'm gonna have to put a planner up on the community tab of what games I'm doing. But unreal support this evening, guys. I'll stop waffling now and I'll let you all go. Thank you all so much for your support this evening on an incredible game in League One. But of course, Stevenage, their playoff hopes are over. They will no longer be getting into the top 6. It's mathematically impossible now. But as for Oxford, they go into the final day with it potentially not going into it being in their hands. We'll find out tomorrow. With all them results, I'll be keeping an eye on League One, and I'll be having a talk about it in the stream tomorrow, in the Championship stream, QPR v Preston, so be sure to join me for that one. Let me just catch up with all the chats before we go. Let's hope Swans win tomorrow. Yes, fingers crossed, Callum. Manning, he went to us. Yes, of course, Liam Manning. And the Oxford manager then, he was managing the MLS, wasn't he? I need to find out this out because he was flown across. Liam Manning, of course, ex-MK Dons manager. Ex-MK Dons manager. So the manager now for Oxford is I need to have a look at where he's been, because it was a very wholesome moment. There's Buckingham. There's Buckingham. And before, he was at Mumbai City FC in India. Okay, never mind, not the MLS. So far this season, he's got a 37.5 win percent rate at Oxford, 1.4 points per game. And at Mumbai City, he had 1.7 points per game. So slipping off a little bit, but albeit potentially a higher level to manage at. Brilliant stream tonight, Tristan. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate that. Liam Manning was Oxford manager. Yes. So it was Des Buckingham I was thinking about, who got off the plane and did an interview that day. Said it was his dream to manage Oxford or something. He's a fan of Oxford, something like that. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to go have my dinner. Thank you all very much for joining me for another incredible stream this evening. Really enjoyed it as always. League One, I'm just going to have to do a lot more content for League One. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. Be live tomorrow twice, so I'll see you in the morning. Well, in the afternoon, sorry. Probably about 12:25 start for that one. Leicester versus West Brom. Huge game. Have massive implications in the top 2 race, the title race, and the playoff race. Nothing's confirmed. And tomorrow we'll learn so much more about the championship, of what's going to happen going into the final day. It's all getting exciting, isn't it, guys? It's all getting really exciting. Thank you all very much for watching. And have a fantastic evening, everyone. And thank you very much for joining me in this one, where Stevenage took the lead early on through an own goal from Long. Before the second half, Room Rodriguez played the referee very well. Foul outside of the area, if you even call that a foul, it wasn't. Gifted the penalty, where Cameron Brannigan stepped up from 12 yards and scored. Captain's duty. They had other chances in the game, Oxford. Definitely had the chances to win it, just couldn't take them. Murphy as well had a few chances, but in the end, it settled for a draw, which means Stevenage now can no longer reach the playoffs, but Oxford, going into the final day, depending on what happens tomorrow, it could be out of their control. Thank you all very much for joining me. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next stream very soon. Tomorrow, take care. Goodbye. Hopefully you see as many as you guys there tomorrow, and have a lovely evening, guys.